Welcome to Bourbon School. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Brian, and today we are going to grade the second dirtiest bottle we've ever had in name, Spirits of French Lick. Coming up next.
Ooh, baby. Give it to me.
Oh my God. All right, given the intriguing name, I must know more about why this bottle is named French Lick.
Okay, so first of all, do you know what the first dirtiest bottle name we've had on the channel?
It's got to be the cock.
Yeah, 1 foot cock. All right, so this is a close second, Spirits of French Lick. It just sounds seedy.
I mean, I could go into details. I won't.
Don't, let's
for the
not.
sake
Let's
of the
don't.
channel.
It's a kid's channel.
Yeah.
It's a kid's show.
For kids.
It's clearly not. So Spirits of French Lick is a town in Indiana. Now,
I've never heard of this town.
There's a bunch of stuff. Well, here's what I knew about French Lick before the whiskey.
I don't want to know.
I don't
I don't want to know what you know about it.
Yeah, I'm interested
Yeah,
to know.
yeah.
It was
Tell
my
us,
nickname in
tell
high school.
us.
No. Do you know what basketball superstar legend is from French Lick?
Michael Jordan.
No, it's Larry Bird. Larry
I was
Bird.
going to guess Larry Bird.
But you did not.
Well, you didn't give me an opportunity.
0 points. Okay.
Aw.
So French Lick is in Indiana. It's on, I think it's like right on the lakes, like one of the Great Lakes or
Why
something.
would they name it that?
So, but here's the deal. So my buddy Chris, who we went to Ireland with also, like a couple weeks before we went to Ireland, he and his family went to French Lick with a bunch of other
Why?
people. Because,
never-
this is the thing. It's like a big resort town. There's
Marie
big,
went.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
yes,
Okay.
there's like these big resorts and spas. It's like apparently supposed to be. There was a time when there was a ton of money in French Lick, right? Like industry
you gotta
and
stop saying
tycoons.
Please, if you say it one more
So
time.
anyway, so French Lick, Spirits of French Lick, I've actually heard of the company because when Chris told me, there's been other YouTube channels who've been high on this, have like, oh, this is good stuff. So when Chris was going to French Lick, I was like, oh, go check out Spirits of French Lick, see if you can grab me a bottle. So Chris went. Now, Chris is not a huge bourbon drinker, or wasn't.
Oh,
And
you got him?
he sent me a text. He's like, oh, we've gone every day. I love it. So he like, this stuff made
You
him
got
a
a
believer,
convert.
right?
I have to say,
So-
just for the record, that the man on this doesn't look like he's been licked by any French person. He
So,
looks
yes.
angry.
So they have several different bottles, and a lot of them are named after people that were like influential in the history of French Lick. So here's what they have. Hold on, I've got them
Where's
all
their
listed
Larry
here.
Bird variety?
They don't have a Larry Bird. So they've got one that's William Dalton
The Bird's Lick. I think they should call it that.
William Dalton Bottled and Bond Wheated Bourbon. So, and that was the one I was like, hey, get me the wheated, but they didn't have it.
Okay.
So then there's a Morning Glory Bottled and Bond Kasha Bourbon, which is
Kasha?
Kasha is
No, it's not Kasha.
toasted buckwheat.
Who's
not
Kasha?
Not Kasha. Kasha.
I
That's
know,
what I
but
thought
who
he
is?
said Kasha, too.
I thought you said they were named after famous people.
Well, the Morning Glory. I think the Morning Glory
Is a bird.
named after a tavern operated near
Damn.
the town.
I thought it was Kesha was born there too.
Some even allege that during Prohibition it operated on the second floor. So, illegal tavern. Then there's Maddie Gladden Bottled and Bond Bourbon. And then there's this one here, which is called Lee Sinclair 4-grain Bottled and Bond Bourbon. So it's bottled and bond, so we know it's 100 proof. It's at least 4 years old. It says right here, aged at least 4 years under government
be.
Yeah,
supervision.
for real.
Um,
Otherwise, not worth our time.
And it has a mash bill. Hold on, I'll let you know the mash bill because it does have all 4 grains in it. It's 60% corn, 17% wheat, 13% oats,
Oh.
and 10% caramel malt. So there's not even rye in here. All right. So
Okay.
we'll give it a shot. I have tried a little bit of it. I will say
Don't tell her.
okay, I won't say anything.
Okay.
No.
Let's just get into it. So let's nose it.
Oh my God.
So to me, it definitely smells wheated to me. Like
Yeah,
it's
I can
got
smell the sweetness of it.
wheat. It's got a wheat, like that wheat bread kind of aroma to it.
It tastes wheated too, for sure.
Absolutely, it does.
It's mellow.
It's super mellow.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
It's not. There's not a bad burn on it.
No.
I like it.
It doesn't, and it doesn't give me that, like with the Rebel, we talked about how it had like that Roman meal bread flavor to it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't give me that, but it does give me a distinct wheat like grain flavor. It's definitely mellow. I am noticing as I took my first sip and it's gone now, it does not stick around.
No,
It's
and there's a
kinda
little bit of a
there and
bitterness on
gone.
the end, but not bad, like just a little bit. Not.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's pretty good. It doesn't taste. No, it tastes about like it's 100 proof actually.
Well, and it's got a funk to it, but it's actually kind of a pleasant funk. Like it's got some flavor in it that
Okay.
just kind of hitting me the right way, but I can't identify what it is.
You know how when we're driving by, this is a very Buffalo thing. When
Okay.
you're driving by the Cheerio factory
Yes.
in downtown
Yes.
Buffalo, it has like that type of aroma and like taste. If I could imagine what it would be like to be in there in that factory. It fills the air in downtown Buffalo. It's the General Mills factory.
And after a second sip, there is, I mean, it is sticking around a little longer as I drink it. So this is named after Lee Sinclair, a Hoosier with exquisite taste, president of multiple banks, store owner, entrepreneur
Never
of
been
Indiana.
French licked. Ever.
Okay. So he was famous for building the West Baden Springs Dome and Hotel, which was a luxurious retreat where the upper class denizens found only the best in recreation, gaming, and whiskey. So he obviously was a pretty important guy in their history. So anyway, yeah, so do you want to hear the notes and see if you're getting any of this?
Yeah.
Okay, so the aroma, they say caramel, honey, nutmeg working together, fennel, cardamom, and slight black tea. Now, I don't know if I get any of that. Although cardamom to me is always very earthy. And like I said, I get an earthy. So
Yeah.
maybe that's what I'm smelling without really understanding that it's cardamom. All right. Palate, creamy, round, and lifting. I'm not sure what lifting means. Somebody in the comments can tell us. Caramel and vanilla on entry, followed by an apple, mint, graham cracker, and ginger note. All right. I'm going to try it again and see. You know, a lot of people,
Power
this
of
is
suggestion.
this
I
is
don't
the
know.
second bourbon we've tried today that said white pepper, and I wonder if that's just the catch-all for that little bit of burn heat that you get on your tongue when it's all gone. They just call that white pepper.
I get the honey a little bit. That's kind of the one thing that you've read so far that's standing out to me. And you said,
I think ginger. Like,
Little
it
ginger?
almost gives you that kind of burn you get in the back when you eat some fresh ginger or you put ginger on your
oh, I
sushi.
could see that. Yeah.
There's a little bit of fruitiness. I don't know if it's apple, but I definitely get some fruitiness off of it. I get a lot less caramel and vanilla than I usually get from a bourbon.
This is not it's not oaky, it's not caramel, it's not vanilla, it's not marshmallowy. It's pretty fruity. It's almost like a grassy fruity.
Yeah. I think it's an interesting kind of change of pace.
I think it's good. I'd give it a B. What would you do?
I'd probably go B-. I think what we're missing in that is the rye. I think the bite from the rye is missing here. And that might make it a little bit more complete, but I do think it's a nice change of pace. I do like the earthiness of it. Definitely get the wheat character out of it. I think this might be like a banger at 6 or 7 years old instead of 4.
It does taste a little young.
Yeah, B- I think is fair. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, Spirits of
pretty
French
good.
Lick, I thought for the first one I've ever had, I'm pretty happy. I thought it was good.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, guys. If you like the video, please like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell for notifications.
So you never miss another episode of Bourbon School.
Cheers. Ladies.